Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Today, we're breaking down a classic in personal finance, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. This book has inspired millions of people to rethink how they handle money, wealth, and success. And today, I'm giving you a detailed summary, so you can grab the core lessons in under 20 minutes. Whether you've read it before or are just curious, stick around to learn the difference between the rich and poor mindset and how to apply it in your life. Here's a question for you. Did you know that wealth isn't just about how much money you make, but more about how you manage it? In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Kiyosaki shares the story of two dads, his real dad and his best friend's dad, who had completely different views about money. One followed the traditional path of working hard for a paycheck, while the other believed in making money work for him. So, which mindset are you following? Chapter 1. The Two Dads, Rich Dad versus Poor Dad. Let's start with the foundation of the book, the story of Kiyosaki's two dads. His biological dad, or poor dad, was highly educated, worked hard, and believed in job security, pensions, and saving money. He taught Robert to go to school, get good grades, and find a stable job. Sounds like what most of us are told, right? But this mindset led to living paycheck to paycheck. On the other hand, his best friend's dad, or rich dad, was an entrepreneur with minimal formal education, but a wealth of financial wisdom. He taught Robert that the key to wealth wasn't in working for money, but in making money work for you through investments and businesses. Rich Dad believed in taking risks and seizing opportunities. This contrast sets the stage for the book's central theme. The difference in thinking between the rich and the poor is all about mindset. Chapter 2. The Importance of Financial Education. One of the first lessons Rich Dad imparts is the importance of financial education. While schools teach us how to work for money, they rarely teach us how money works. According to Kiyosaki, this is why so many people, despite having good jobs, end up financially struggling. He emphasizes that to become financially free, you need to invest in your financial IQ. You don't need to be a genius, but you do need to understand basic concepts like how taxes work, how investments grow, and how debt can either trap you or help you build wealth. Rich Dad famously said, "The more you know about money, the more money you will make." So, what are you doing to educate yourself? Chapter 3. Assets versus liabilities. What's really making you rich? One of the core lessons in the book is understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. According to Rich Dad, an asset is something that puts money in your pocket, while a liability is something that takes money out. Pretty simple, right? But here's where people get it wrong. Many think their home, car, or even their fancy gadgets are assets, when in fact they're liabilities. For example, if you buy a house and live in it, it's not making you money. It's costing you money in mortgages, taxes, and maintenance. But if you own a rental property, that's an asset because it's generating income. The key takeaway here, if you want to be rich, focus on accumulating assets, things like stocks, real estate, businesses, and intellectual property. Don't let liabilities drain your wealth. Chapter 4. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. One of the most famous lines of the book is, "The rich don't work for money." This doesn't mean rich people don't work hard. It means they don't depend on a paycheck to survive. Instead, they focus on creating passive income streams. Passive income is money that comes in regularly without you actively working for it. This could be rental income, dividends from stocks, or profits from a business you own but don't manage daily. The idea is to have your money generate more money. Chapter 5. The Cash Flow Quadrant. The cash flow quadrant is a powerful concept Kiyosaki introduces to explain how different people earn their money. There are 4 quadrants: E for employee, S for self-employed, B for business owner, and I for investor. Most people fall into the E or S category, where they trade time for money. Employees work for someone else and get a paycheck, while self-employed people own their jobs but still trade their time for income, like freelancers or doctors. On the other hand, business owners, B, and investors, I, are on the right side of the quadrant. Business owners create systems and teams that generate income without their constant involvement, and investors use money to make more money through investments. The goal is to transition from the left side of the quadrant to the right, where your assets work for you. Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki that true financial freedom comes when you can live off your investments and assets, rather than needing to trade time for money. So ask yourself, are you working for money, or is your money working for you? Chapter 6. The Power of Mindset and Overcoming Fear. Another critical lesson from Rich Dad Poor Dad is the importance of mindset. Kiyosaki emphasizes that the main reason people struggle financially is fear of losing money, fear of risk, fear of failure. But Rich Dad taught him that failure is part of learning, and the wealthy embrace calculated risks. The poor and middle class, however, are often paralyzed by the fear of losing what they have. Kiyosaki encourages us to shift from a scarcity mindset to a growth mindset, where we see opportunities rather than obstacles. Remember, it's not about playing it safe. It's about being smart with your money and learning from your mistakes. Chapter 7. Taking Action, Lessons into Practice. Finally, Rich Dad Poor Dad emphasizes the importance of taking action. Learning these lessons is just the beginning. What really matters is how you apply them. Start by assessing your own financial situation. Are you building assets or accumulating liabilities? Are you relying solely on your job, or are you creating multiple income streams? It's time to start investing in yourself, whether it's reading more, attending seminars, or even starting a small side business. Remember, the key to wealth isn't just knowledge, it's action. Conclusion, final thoughts. So there you have it. That's the detailed summary of Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's not just a book about money. It's about shifting your mindset and understanding the principles of wealth building. Whether you're a beginner or someone looking to take control of your financial future, this book offers invaluable lessons. If you found these insights helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more book summaries and personal finance tips. And don't forget to comment below. What was your biggest takeaway from Rich Dad Poor Dad? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Like, share, and subscribe.